What if I told you that most millionaires started with nothing? Sounds crazy, right? But it's true. 88% of millionaires did not inherit their wealth, they built it themselves. If you feel stuck with $0 in your bank account, this video is for you. I'm 24 and I know exactly what it's like to start from scratch. Today, I'll show you step by step how to escape being broke and actually build wealth from nothing. No gimmicks, no get rich quick schemes, just real actionable steps you can start right now. Let's dive in. Disclaimer, the content in this video is for informational and entertainment purposes only and should not be construed as financial advice. I'm not a licensed financial advisor. All information presented is general in nature and does not address the circumstances of any particular individual or entity. Viewers should consult with a qualified financial advisor before making any financial decisions. Building wealth starts with mastering your budget. You need to know exactly where your money is going each month. When I got my first job, I was shocked to discover how much I was spending on little things, $5 coffees, food deliveries, random Amazon buys. It all added up. I felt frustrated seeing my paycheck vanish, so I sat down and tracked every expense for a month. Guess what? I found over $200 of phantom spending I could cut immediately. By creating a simple budget and trimming the fat, I went from saying, I can't save any money, to saving a few $100 a month. Maybe you're thinking, I barely make enough to get by. How can I save anything? I get it. It hurts to cut back when you already feel stretched. But even setting aside $5 a day makes a difference. That's $150 a month. Small changes add up over time. The key is to pay yourself first. Treat your savings like a non-negotiable bill. As soon as you get income, transfer a chunk. Even 10% into a savings or investment account before you touch a dime. You won't miss money you never see in your checking account. Start with whatever you can. The habit is more important than the amount. Once you free up some cash from budgeting, you'll have the fuel for the next steps. And if you truly can't save another penny, well, then it's time for step 2. Here's the truth. You can only trim your spending so much. To build wealth from nothing, you also need to earn more. The good news is, in today's world, there are endless ways to make extra money. When I was 19, I started a freelancing gig designing websites for local businesses on weekends. I was nervous at first. Who'd hire a 19-year-old? But I landed one client, then another. That side hustle brought in an extra $500 to $1,000 a month. Money I used entirely for investing and debt payoff. Maybe web design isn't your thing, but you could drive Uber, sell artwork online, tutor, learn coding, start a small business, ask for a raise at your current job. Something. Most self-made millionaires have multiple income streams, so start with one and build from there. I'm already busy, I have no time or special skills. I hear you, but you don't need to suddenly become a tech genius or work 100-hour weeks. Start by monetizing a hobby or skill you already have, or pick up a few skills online. There are tons of free resources. Even a few hours each week can generate extra cash. Think about it this way. If you can find a way to make an extra $20 a day, that's $600 a month. That money can supercharge your journey. It's seed money to invest, to pay off debt, to grow your wealth. And once you have more money coming in, make sure to keep living like you're broke. Don't inflate your lifestyle. Use the extra income strategically. Which brings us to our next step. Debt is the enemy of wealth, especially toxic debt, like credit cards. If you're carrying a balance on a credit card with 20% interest, it's like trying to fill a bucket that has a giant hole. Did you know the average credit card APR is around 22% right now? 22%. No legit investment will pay you 22% guaranteed, but your credit card will gladly charge it. I remember racking up about $3,000 in credit card debt during a rough patch. Seeing the interest pile up made me feel sick. I realized I was literally paying for the privilege of staying broke. I used the extra income from step 2 and every spare dollar from step 1's budget cuts to attack the debt with a vengeance. I picked the smallest balance first for a quick win and plowed through, then rolled those payments into the next card. That's the debt snowball method. In 18 months, I was debt free. The relief and empowerment I felt was incredible. List all your debts and their interest rates. Prioritize paying off anything above, say, 7 to 8% interest, since that's higher than long-term stock market returns. Credit cards, personal loans, high-interest student loans, knock them out. Consider calling creditors to negotiate lower rates or consolidating if it helps. Every dollar of debt you pay off is a guaranteed return. You're saving yourself from paying that interest. And once those debts are gone, the money that was going to payments will now be free to invest and grow. Which leads us right into step 4. Here's where the magic happens, making your money work for you. Investing is how you go from just saving money to growing wealth on autopilot. You might think, investing? I barely have any money. Isn't that for rich people? Nope. You can start investing with just a few bucks thanks to apps and index funds. The crucial part is starting early and investing regularly. Why? Because of compound interest, basically the most powerful force in finance. To illustrate, imagine investing just $10 a day, about $300 a month. If you get a typical stock market return, about 8 to 9% a year, in 40 years, That tiny $10 a day habit can grow to over $1.2 million. Yes, million with an M. That's the power of compounding. Your money, which earns more money, and so on. Now, $1 million doesn't happen overnight, and 40 years is a long game. But even in 10 or 20 years, consistent investing can change your life. I started investing at 18 with just $50 here, $100 there in an S&P 500 index fund. It felt insignificant at first, but over a few years, I watched those small contributions snowball into thousands of dollars working for me in the market. It's like planting a tree. The sooner you plant, the sooner you get shade. If your employer offers a 401k match, absolutely take it. That's free money. Consider opening a Roth IRA or brokerage account and set up automatic monthly contributions. So you set it and forget it. Stick to simple, low cost investments at first. Index funds or ETFs that track the market. You don't need to be a stock picking guru. In fact, most millionaires credit basic, consistent investing, not lucky stock picks, for their wealth. And don't panic when the market dips. Think of it as stocks on sale. Remember, you're in this for the long run, which brings us to our final step. Building wealth from nothing will take time, and that's okay. In an age of Reddit traders and crypto millionaires and billionaires seemingly overnight, it's easy to feel like you're falling behind. But real wealth is usually quiet, steady, and boring. The people who win are the ones who stick to the plan. Think about it. The only difference between you investing for 5 years versus 20 years is staying consistent and patient for that extra 15 years. Time is literally money in investing. This also means avoiding the temptation to blow up your plan with risky bets or trying to get rich quick. Trust me, I've seen friends throw money at sketchy schemes or YOLO their savings on hot stock picks only to lose it all and set themselves back. It's not worth it. I almost fell for the hype myself. In my early 20s, I was tempted to dump my savings into a can't miss investment a guy I knew was pitching. The returns he promised were insane. I'm glad I stepped back and asked, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. I stuck to my index funds. Sure enough, that scheme collapsed, and I avoided a huge mistake. The lesson? Boring is beautiful in personal finance. Stick to your budgeting, stick to investing every month, and let time do the heavy lifting. Over the months and years, you'll notice your net worth climb. First into the positive if you were in debt, then into the thousands and beyond. It's slow until it's not. There's a saying, building wealth is like watching grass grow. But if you stick with it, one day you'll wake up to a lawn. So be patient with yourself. Consistency isn't flashy, but it's undefeated. Let's recap the game plan to build wealth from nothing, step by step. Budget and save aggressively. Track every expense, cut the fluff, and pay yourself first. Even $5 a day saved is progress. Boost your income. Find a side hustle or improve your skills to make extra money. Every additional dollar is fuel for your wealth engine. Kill high interest debt. Pay off that toxic debt, credit cards, etc. ASAP. It's an instant win for your net worth. Debt free equals more money to invest. Invest early and often. Start investing now, no matter how small the amount. Harness compound interest. It's your best friend for the long term. Stay consistent and patient. Keep at it and ignore the noise. Wealth building is a marathon, not a sprint. Trust the process and give it time. You can do this. Remember, most millionaires are ordinary people who simply stuck to these basics over time. The fact that you watched this till the end shows you're serious about your future. Now take action. Pick one step and start today. Your future self will thank you 1,000 times over. And if you found this helpful, do me a favor, smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. It really helps. Subscribe for more no BS financial tips. And let me know in the comments what step you're on in your journey. I'd love to hear your story. Thanks for watching, and until next time, let's grow that wealth.